We're going to talk about 3 ways that self-talk can really change your life. I'm Lenny Wennerstrom, and today is September 19th. It is day 263, 103 days left in 2024, and we are almost 72% done with 2024. So here I am back today with my optimist shirt as I am leaving my home again for Amarillo. Look at that. I am so, well, let's see, I'm flowing. So I'm okay. But boy, have I enjoyed just having a day, not quite 24 hours here. And I've gotten so much accomplished. And actually, I've had, yes, about 24 hours. So I'm very excited. There was a bug. Oh my gosh. There are these bugs. They call them stink bugs. That I guess they came from China or something, and I had never seen them before. And then they just fly into you, and it's like, and then there's some wasps here. I haven't been able to like do some decoy. We've got some decoys. Look at that. Like that really works. And then I have one up there. I don't know if you can see it, but that has really helped significantly keeping the wasps away without hurting them. So I like that. Anyway, so now back before the bug made some made its grand entrance, and I apologize for that. Anyway, so what was I saying? I don't even remember. But let me see. The self-talk. We were talking about self-talk. Of course, we're always talking about self-talk and neuroplasticity. There's something else I was saying to lead into it, but it doesn't really matter. It does, but we'll flow back into it. But we are flowing in times of change. And oh, I know, I was talking about leaving here. And oh my gosh, there are wasps inside of the, oh no, I have to show you. Like look, this is what I've been trying to deal with. See, look at that. They're making their home can you see it? They're making that home in there. And I'm not here to take care of all this. So that is not good, because what they're planning, I've learned all about the wasps and their planning. Aren't you glad you tuned in today? But what they do is they set up for the winter for the queen. And they tried to do that last year. You could see that little piece of cotton. And I used borax and I forget what else just to put it in there, and then they go away. So I have to figure out that little recipe again and do something before I leave. On my way to Amarillo. It's 5 hours from now. So anyway, I know you tuned in for all of this. So let me get back on track. So September 19th, here is your, these are surprising ways self-talk changes your life. And we're gonna talk about that. But first, let's read your passage for September 19th. I never give up and I never give in. Instead of letting problems stop me or hold me back, I look forward to my future. I deal with the problem and I keep moving. What do? Let's spin this around, because I just showed you a little challenge I've got with wasps and not keeping this house up after 3 months being in the mountains. There are all kinds of, there's mice and up on the deck and like all kinds of stuff chewed through. And so, but listen to this. And this is like your goals, challenges, problems. That spin this around, your higher self talking to you. You never give up and you never give in. Instead of letting problems stop you or hold you back, you look forward to your future. You deal with the problem and you keep moving. Do-do-do! And Dr. Shad scores again. Yes, because this really is how you move yourself forward. Did I introduce myself, Lenny Wennerstrom? Every day I read a passage from Dr. Shad Helmstedter's book, 365 Days of Positive Self-Talk for Finding Your Purpose. And one of the reasons I do that, one of the reasons I use this as a tool, is because I want to help you find your purpose. When you have purpose, you have meaning in your life and you have direction. It gives you direction that feels right, that you can flow with, rather than, what you resist persists. And a lot of times what you're resisting is because it isn't, maybe it's not exactly what you want, but somebody else has told you that that's what you want. Society has told you, your parents have told you, somebody of influence has said, this is the way to do it. Oh my gosh, I got wasps and bugs flying all over me. And they have now made this their home, because I haven't been here. Anyway, the point is about you is, when somebody has influence, or you allow them to have influence over you, and you look up to them, or you want to be like someone, or there's some undue influencing you to do something, sometimes you resist because it doesn't feel right. And why would it persist if you resist? Because you're not flowing, you're not allowing and saying, this is not where I'm going, this is where I'm going. And this has to do with my purpose, this is how I serve, this is what I do. And this is really how you figure out, like when you know what your purpose is, you can start seeing that other people's influence and their feelings for you, or what you should do, or what you think society is telling you to do, or what you're supposed to do because this is what you've learned. And these are your programs, by the way, which you can change, because these are beliefs created by programs, and you can change those programs with your self-talk, the self-talk app, which I talk about a lot in neuroplasticity. So you can change those programs. So this whole thing, I never give up and I never give in. Instead of letting problems stop me or hold me back, I look forward to my future, I deal with the problem, and you keep moving. This is how you do it. This is a way to flow and understand that you are in charge of your life and you are in charge of your programs. Once you understand neuroplasticity, you understand how empowering it is and how empowered you are. You're absolutely in control of your thinking, your thoughts, your beliefs, all of it. If you like something, like I love a lot of the programs that I have, like having fun. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Okay. These wasps are flying towards me. So I'm going to finish this up and figure out how I can move them out of here. So here, let's go to the self-talk tip number 35. 3 surprising ways self-talk changes your life. And this is doing this, I never give up and I never give in. Very specific directions to your brain, and your heart, to like push that out and make it even more potent and powerful. This is the self-talk. When you change your brain, your heart wants you to change your brain. Your heart is filled with love for you and the world. And when you're heart-centered, your brain changes as well. So anyway, let me tell you about the 3 surprising ways self-talk changes your life before the wasps land on me. The first one, when you practice the right self-talk, you set yourself up for a better future. Repeated self-talk forms new neural pathways in your brain. Those pathways form the blueprint on which your future ideas and actions will be based, and the results of those actions lead to your successes and accomplishments. Rule number 1, your self-talk sets up your future. We talk a lot about that on here. We talk about the chain of how things, your programs, then you create your beliefs create your attitudes about things. I don't care, politics, religion, absolutely anything, races, culture, anything at all. How you see things, how you see road rage drivers, how you drive, like it's everything. And then your attitude about it, your emotions, your feelings then are connected to that. You can see how it flows, right? It just flows. And then your actions, your behaviors, and then your results or your outcome. And it just flows all from your programs. And imagine if you were heart-centered, how, and you were doing this self-talk, you were getting that new language in your brain. Imagine how you would be. You would be such an amazing, you'd be so totally different. It's so loving, so kind, so compassionate, more so than coming from a different place, and coming from a place of empowerment and self-belief with self-esteem. Okay, so number 2, your self-talk changes how you see the world. When you're down, it's hard to believe anything can work right. When you're feeling your best, the world changes. You feel in control of your life. And when you're up, so are your successes. That's because how you see your day affects your day. Rule number 2, your self-talk changes the world around you. Absolutely. I could 100% be, oh, I haven't been here for 3 months and the wasps are taking over and the mice, and because believe me, it's like, oh crap, the weeds are all over, and and it's just, and I could really like be wallowing in that, but I'm not. And you know why? Because I'm flowing because everything, I use my spiritual, right? I do practical spirituality. I teach practical spirituality, which is a spiritual journey, and the human experience. I do a lot of neuroplasticity is key, the heart and the brain. I mostly talk about the brain. I'm bringing the heart more into it because it's really important to understand the power, the magnitude of influence that the heart has over the brain. Bugs from China and wasps. I don't know if they came from China. I just heard that, but they call them stink bugs because you step on them, I guess, and they smell like cilantro. I have never stepped on one. I take them out in a little glass and set them free. but so I don't know what they smell like. Anyway, so number 3, but see how your self-talk, when you change that, how you can absolutely change your life and create your own reality. So number 3, your self-talk changes how other people see you. Think of a day when you were unstoppable, feeling great, and on top of the world. Think of that day right now. How did other people react to you? You drew them in. They were excited. Like they were like, wow, they smiled when you smiled. And because that's energy, that's influential energy, just like whew, going out there. So amazing and beautiful. So when your self-talk is on top, so are you. And that's how people treat you. That's how people treat you, with high self-esteem, and your self-talk is positive and empowering, and you empower others, and you don't see problems as oh. Believe me, I have some of those moments, but I rebound so quickly with my self-talk. I put the self-talk on, and I come from my heart, and I recognize what I was saying is my spiritual practice. So this part of the spiritual journey, I know that everything is a message to me for positive change, even these wasps coming around me. Absolutely everything happening with this house and with Steve and whatever. On the other side, there's something amazing that is opening up and unfolding for me, and I am allowing that to unfold. And so therefore I am flowing with life. I'm not saying stop this right now, although sometimes I feel that way. That's the human experience, and it's okay. It's okay to have those feelings. We came here to experience everything, including the low frequency emotions like jealousy and pain and anger and frustration and anger and all of that, because then we feel contrast. We've got that contrast, so we know, then we get to focus on what we want rather than what we don't want. Like, do I not want wasps around here? No, not really. And so pollinators and all that, no thank you. And especially on my deck, they're fine out there, but not right here on my deck. So but if I'm just being so angry about it, and this low level, just like they shouldn't be here, and all of this, it's really your perception. It's totally your perception of that, the contrast of what you want to what you don't want. And I'm saying, I don't want things up here that disturb my peace and my meditating and all of those things. But what do I want? I want peace. So how can I do that? I can do it kindly. I can put the things up that I put before, but they worked during most of the summer, but somehow they're not working now, and I haven't been able to manage that. But yet I can still come from a place of peace and figure out how to move these wasps off this. Well, I probably can't now because I have to leave back to Amarillo. So it might just be Waspville, for next summer. So this is, but you flow with it. It's not, is it a problem? Is it a problem? Is it really a problem, or is it a challenge? I don't really know. It's not really a problem, but I can solve this. It's a challenge for me to figure out how to. You can look at it however you want. A challenge is just, it's like you can overcome a challenge. A problem, you can also overcome problems, which is really nice. So you get to decide what is a problem, what is a challenge, and how you can take those stepping stones to do that, and how you feel about it. I have to leave back to Amarillo. Am I going to be able to do anything? Sure, I can think about, I can call someone, I can, someone that can come and help me in a natural way, or something else. And I have my Apis in case I get bit, and my homeopathic remedy, or stung. So, it really is, how are you going to flow through this? How can you handle this with grace and with understanding that what's on the other side of everything is so beautiful? It's like this bridge. Here is the challenge or the problem on this side, right? Here it is. And then, or let's go this way, because I think it's like, because optimist goes this way. So you're probably seeing it this way. So here is the problem or challenge. It's like right at the bottom. It's like, right? And then you're like, problem, challenge, obstacle. How can I overcome this? How can I? And you're going and going, and it's like, problem solved. And you're whee down the other side, and you're in peace and flowing and all of that. So it's just these little valleys and stuff, and your valleys and your highs and your lows. When you are accepting, and you don't have these low frequency, and if you do have these low frequency emotions, it's okay. That's the human experience. That's what I'm talking about. We're here to experience it all, because that gives you the good gauge on the contrast of what you want and what you don't want. What you want, what you don't want. I think it goes backwards in the camera. So, and you want to focus on what you want, because you are manifesting 24/7. We are directing energy 24/7. Our energy directs that. So why is it that people respond to you? Your self-talk changes how other people see you. Think of a day when you were unstoppable and on top and feeling great. How did people respond to you? You would hug them, they'd hug you, whatever. They'd smile when you passed, and it's that feeling of what do you want, and stay with what you want. Think about your purpose. If you have your purpose, you're like feeling that way more often than if you're just in a boat without a rudder and just the wake from the other boats is moving you around you like in a little kayak, and it's like and you have absolutely no, you're just like wherever it takes you, or you're in a boat without a rudder, period, and it's just the waves are going all over and you have absolutely no way to get back to shore or where you want to go. That is a person without a purpose. They're pushed and pulled by society and people, peers and parents and family and whoever is influencing them, or whoever they feel influenced by, or any of those things. They're all over the place, and you probably know someone like that. And you may have even had moments like that. I had 8 years. I had 8 fallow years where I was just laying in bed most of the time with all of my my migraines and my COPD and immense and horrible pain most of the time, and with these migraines that just wouldn't stop. But yet it was like I kept trying to, what am I doing? Where am I going? And I had other times in my life as well. And those 8 years is when I tried to, attempted suicide on many occasions. And it's just like when you don't have purpose, there's no meaning in your life, and you're grasping for straws. I watched the Golden Girls, and when the Golden Girls weren't on Saturdays and Sundays, it was like, and when it was over, their 4 seasons, always repeat. It was like I lived for the Golden Girls. They lifted me. I could laugh or smile or something. And when they weren't on, it was a holiday or I was like, arg. But, I didn't have meaning or purpose in my life. And I was that boat going, whoosh, whoosh, everything all over the place. And I've had other times in my life that I was like that, thinking that that I didn't know where to go, and I wanted to do this or do that, but I did not have focus. I did not have my purpose. I didn't know what it was. I knew I wanted to help people. I was a police officer because I wanted to help people. That was important to me. And I thought, okay, this is fun. Turns out that the red light and siren was way more fun. It was a lot of fun. And so, it's just really interesting how you take your journey to do things that you want, and then after that, after just doing different things. And the point is, it's about you. Your life is about you. Your self-talk, your brain, your heart, you are constantly changing your reality. And you can stay, as if you don't have purpose, you can stay without meaning if you so choose. It is a choice. We talk about choices a lot too. And it is it free will, or your choice is your programs? But you can change your programs so that you can lift yourself up. So I'm going to read this one more time, because this is great specific instructions to your brain to help you to rewire your brain for those pathways form the blueprint on which your future ideas and actions will be based, and the results of those actions lead to your successes and accomplishments. Rule number 1, your self-talk sets up your future. The rule number 2, your self-talk changes the world around you. You create your own reality. Your self-talk. Rule number 3, the world treats you like you treat yourself. It's very true. Treat yourself like crap, and the world will treat you like crap. Why? It's the frequency, it's your vibration, it's what you're putting out. This is why women will stay with a man that beats the crap out of them, has an abusive relationship, and men with a woman, the same thing. And they will allow that, because that's how they think about themselves. Like, I'm unworthy. I can't find anyone better. I can't. It's their self-talk. It's a program. It's programs, plain and simple. It's programs, and you can change that. You can change that by listening to the self-talk language that Dr. Shad Helmstetter created for us, and you can always get that in the description of my in my videos. And you can start listening to self-talk for yourself and start changing those programs. If you'd like to work with me, I am a self-coach. I'm a life coach, but I'm also a self-talk trainer. So, but as a life coach, you can work with me, and I can help you. I can help you to find your purpose. I can help you to change those mental programs. I can help you with key concepts that will lead to your success in every single area of your life. I can help you so that you can help yourself. Sometimes all we need is a guiding hand and just somebody to show us the way, and then boom, we got it. We got it, and we fly. We fly, we soar, because then our self-talk changes, and all of that is amazing. So life becomes amazing. We are in control of our thinking, feeling, beliefs, and our programs, and our outcomes, because the input equals the output. So I encourage you to start inputting those programs from the self-talk language that Dr. Shad Helmstetter created, that you'll always get 30 days free with my link, and in the description, and you can change your life. I love you so very, very mucho. I'm going to read this one more time, and we're going to spin it around. Not what Dr. Shad wrote, but we're from like our higher self speaking to us. Your higher self. Think about your higher self speaking to you right here. You never give up, and you never give in. Instead of letting problems stop you or hold you back, you look forward to your future, you deal with the problem, and you keep moving. Do, 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 do. I love you so very much. I got to get on the road. So maybe I can, see what I can do about a few wasps or something like that before, in a few minutes. But they are all over here. Anyway, I do. I love you so very, very much. I believe in you. You can do this. You can absolutely find your purpose. You can do absolutely anything you want. You can change. You can create. You can be, become, have, absolutely anything. You can. You are unlimited. You were born with unlimited promise and potential. I promise you that. Ask any neuroscientist. Well, just know that we all came in with unlimited promise and potential, and then we got programmed. You can ask any neuroscientist or researcher on the brain and say, what happened to me? And they'll say, you got programmed. More than likely. Anyway, I love you so very, very much. Change those programs for yourself, and get that self-esteem, lifting up, and self-belief, belief that you are very unique and you can do absolutely anything that you want to. You are just as important as anyone else. We are all just individual expressions of the one energy, the universe, God. We are individual expressions of that. And then to source, and then we go back. We leave these vessels and we go back. So we leave the earthly with the earthly, and then we go back to source. So I love you so very, very much. I know I said that, and I am off to Amarillo. I wanted to do this from here just so you could have some pretty views, and then tomorrow it'll be back to a hospital room, or at the RV park or somewhere like that. So until tomorrow, and yes, get that app, download it today for 30 days free. You can have up to 6 people on there, and we will see you tomorrow. Start changing those programs. You can do and be and have and create and change absolutely anything in your life. See you tomorrow. There's a wasp. Gotta go. Ciao.